Hello and welcome to Calisthenic Movement. My name is Alex, and in today's second part on the topic of stretching it comes to the methods. In general, the mobility training needs to be divided into active and passive stretching. Both are then again distinguished into static and dynamic stretching. Active stretching means that the stretch position is occupied by the power of the antagonist. In passive stretching, the stretch position is occupied by the help of gravity, additional weights or training partners. Dynamic means moving and static means holding. The active dynamic stretching is well suited to improve the intermuscular coordination and to strengthen the antagonist. Unfortunately, the stretching position of the joints, which is effective for the stretch, is only taken for a short amount of time, and jerky movements may cause tissue trauma. The active static stretching is good because there is a longer hold of the stretch position and it also strengthens the antagonist. The disadvantage is that the amount of coordinative training is very small. The passive dynamic stretching requires a good ability of the athlete to relax the muscles. There is a high risk of triggering the stretch reflex and microtrauma, which is significantly larger than with the active dynamic stretching. The passive static stretching has the advantage that a further stretch position can be taken and kept longer, and the effective stimulus for stretch is very high. In static stretching procedures you can hold the stretch positions between 10 and up to more than 60 seconds, repeat them for several sets and increase the intensity of stretch from set to set. Another method is called the PNF method. PNF stands for proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation. There are several different kinds of this method, but all work roughly according to the following scheme. A first light stretch position is occupied in which the agonist gets contracted isometrically, which means contracted without performing a motion. This contraction is held for 10 to 30 seconds, followed by a relaxation of the same muscles for about 2 to 3 seconds. Then the muscle needs to be stretched again, this time a bit more intense. Optionally, the contraction can be supported by tensioning the antagonist. Now, which method is the most effective one? So far there is no evidence that any of the methods is more effective than another. One study found that static stretching methods at the end of the training period allowed a better preservation of mobility. However, there was no difference in the increase of the range of motion. I hope now you know how to stretch and what you need to be considered of. If you have questions, let me know on Facebook, and I'm happy again about subscriptions, likes and shares. Have fun with stretching and see you soon. Alex.